Okay, friends. First, we discuss what is meant by shell scripting. Okay, and what are the advantage of scripting? Why scripting is required? Okay, so in this part, what we are going to do, we make one file, and in that file we collect some commands. Okay, and we are going to interpret. We are going to execute all commands together. So this is a benefit of scripting. That means at a time you can enter 500 commands in one file and just execute that file. That 500 commands automatically executed at a time. So this is benefit of shell scripting. Okay, you need not to write 500 commands every time. Okay, just make a file and execute the file. 500 commands automatically executed. Okay, so this is basic advantage of scripting. Okay, so we can write the definition like this: the sequence of command, the sequence of commands written in one file. Okay, that is our normal file. And executed all commands together. Okay, so shell script means we are going to script a file. Okay, we are forming a file. Suppose file name of the file is file dot and sh. Okay, this extension is not required, but in order to know this is a scripting file, we always, it is good practice to have to put extension after your scripting file. Okay, so you have file.sh, script.sh, like this. Okay, so these are shell files. Okay, now let us we first execute our echo command, and that echo command we execute with the help of scripting. Okay, now in order to make a file, see, you have to do shell scripting part in 3 steps. Okay, so what is our first step? You have to make one file. Okay, make a file for scripting. Okay, then what is the step 2? Write a script in a file. Write a script in a file. Okay, so in this case we are going to write all commands which we want to execute together. Okay, and then third one is run scripting command. Okay, or we can say run a file of a scripting. Okay, so we write in that way and run a file, run a sh file, shell file. Okay, so these are 3 steps. Okay, now in order to make a file, okay, in order to make a file, we first always put hash. Okay, then followed by exclamatory mark. Okay, so we have hash and then exclamatory sign is also called as shebang, and these two signs together is called as a shebang. Okay, hash and shebang together is called as shebang. Okay, then we write the path in which bash is located. So generally we have this path, bin dash slash bash. Okay, so first we write hash, then we write exclamatory mark, give space, we have forward slash, then we have bin, again forward slash, and then bash. So this part should be there always at the top. Okay, and then we put a command which we want to execute. Okay, now let us discuss this part on a terminal. Okay, so let me share the terminal first. Okay, so we make one file. Suppose we make one file, suppose a script .sh. Okay, so first step is over. We have made one scripting file. Okay, and we have given the name of the file script.sh. Okay, then we edit this file by using vi editor. I think something error is there. Okay, so okay, we make new file. That file was already existed, already there, and that is it is facing some error. Okay, so let us make new file. Suppose we have file 1.sh. Okay, so here we have file 1.sh, then vi file 1.sh. Okay, now we want to edit this file, so we write first we press shift enter. Okay, then we write shebang shift hash shift, then we write shift hash and then exclamatory mark. Oh, okay, then we write slash bin and then we have this bash. Okay, so this should be always there at the top. Okay, for every scripting file we have to write this. Okay, then let us execute echo command. Okay, so we write hello friends. Okay, and first we save this. Okay, and then we run this part. Okay, now in order to run this we have two options. Okay, see, in order to run this we write bash. Okay, and then we write the name of the file, file1.sh. Okay, so this is a way of executing scripting file. Okay, and there is one more option. First we discuss this part and then we move to the second part. Okay, so we have, again we back to terminal, then we write bash and scripting file is file1.sh. Okay, and if we press enter, see, we have hello friends. That means without echo command, by using the scripting concept, we have executed echo command. Okay, now this is very simple script. There is only one command is there in the script. Okay, but this is, since this is our first lecture on scripting, that's why I have taken only one command. Okay, so using scripting also we can execute this command. Okay, echo command. So again, suppose next part in this is comment. Okay, so see, we have, again we move to this file1.sh. Okay, file1.sh. Okay, and suppose we want to put comment, because we have n number of commands there. Sometimes we may have 100, 500 commands. Okay, and in order to know what are those commands for, okay, we can put comment. Okay, and comment is not a command, it is only in order to know the type of script we are providing comment. Okay, so for that we write shift hash and we write this is echo command. Okay, this is echo command. So if you execute this line has no meaning. Okay, if you open this file, if you open this bash file, and if you see this, from this we know the idea, we get the idea of this file. Okay, see here I have written comment, this is echo command. So from that we can guess small idea, some idea about the script. Okay, so if we save this, okay, and if we run this, see, for execute the file we write bash file1.sh, and if we press enter, now see we have same hello friends. Okay, and there is no comment. Okay, so in this way you can make comment. Now comment you can put anywhere, you can put comment at the end also. So we write, you can write comment here also. Okay, by putting hash we can write comment, this is a comment. Okay, then we escape, save and quit. Okay, and if we run the file, see we have same result, it is not showing comment. Okay, it never reflects comment. Okay, so let us move to next part. Okay, suppose we want to enter variables. So suppose first we remove this part. Okay, suppose we run some variable, suppose we have x uh, is one variable, and for value of x is suppose a 10. Okay, and then we write y is equal to suppose 15, and let us have one more value, z is equal to suppose 25. Okay, so here we have assigned variable x is equal to 10, y is equal to 15, z is equal to 25. Okay, and already in uh, commands lecture I have told you how to define variables. Okay, so you can define variable with the help of small letters, you can define variable with the help of capital letters, and if you want to have number, then always you have to start with letter first and then followed by numbers, and you do not have special characters while defining variables. Okay, you can have underscore only, but you cannot have a special character like @ hash. Okay, while defining variable. Okay, now suppose we write, suppose we want to show these results. Okay, So we use the help of echo command, and we write the value of x is, okay. And in order to define that variable, we want to show x is equal to 10. So in order to get result, we always write a dollar sign and then we write x, okay. Then suppose we want to have this result in different line. For that we use hyphen e, okay. Then the value of x, we write backslash and then we write n, okay. And then we write the next statement, the value of y is, the value of y is, okay. So here we write the value is $y, okay. Then again we write backslash and then we write n, okay. And then we enter next value, the value of z is, the value of z is, okay. So we save this and let us execute this file, okay. So for that we write bash file1.sh, okay. And see this result, the value of, see I have done some mistake here while writing this. The value of x is 10, it should be the value of x, okay, that is 10. The value of y is 15, the value of z, here I have not given space, okay. So let us correct spelling mistake here. I have written, okay, here we should have space. See this backward slash n is used in order to have all line in different, all these sentences. The value of x is one sentence, value of y is second sentence, the value of z is third sentence. So we want to get result in a different line, in three different line. That's why we have echo hyphen e, and in between two sentences we should have backward slash and then n, okay. So here we have to write the value of x, okay. So you can have space here, and again we execute the same file, okay. First save, escape, shift colon w q, enter, okay. And again we, okay, now see this result, the value of x is 10, the value of y is 15, the value of z is 25, okay. So let me clear the terminal first and again back to file, okay. Now suppose we want to have addition of, suppose we want to have addition, okay. Then in order to have addition, what we can do, see, suppose, okay, suppose you want to press, you want to find the value of suppose x plus y, okay. Or suppose you want to find the value of x minus y, okay. So what we can do, we can write x plus y, okay. And then we write equal to, okay. So in order to have their sum, what we do, we write bracket, okay. And when we want to perform some mathematical operation, you need to put again bracket, bracket inside the bracket, okay. And then we want to take the value of x 10, and we know if you assign 10 is x, then you, in order to take the value of x is equal to 10, we always insert dollar sign first, followed by x. Okay, then only terminal take the value of x 10. Okay, now since we want to get addition, so what we do, we write x plus y here. Okay, and outside the bracket we write shift dollar. Okay, here we write dollar. Okay, so let us execute this first. Okay, so again we take the help of bash file1.sh and enter. See the result. X plus y is equal to 25. Okay, x plus y is equal to 25. So in the same way, see, suppose you want to get more, you want to perform more arithmetic operation. So in that case, what we can do, see, we can perform again, suppose we write echo again, and then we write, suppose we want to perform, we want to have their multiplication. Okay, so for multiplication, we have symbol star x star y, okay, is equal to, then again we write shift dollar. Okay, then we put two brackets, and then we have x star y bracket complete. Okay, so at a time you can have addition as well as multiplication. So let me save the file first. Okay, and let us run the file. Okay, now see, we have x plus y is equal to 25 and x into y is 150, that is 15 into 10. Okay, now see, in this part, okay, in this part, suppose here also you want to enter the value of x. Suppose you require a result like this, 15 plus 10, 25, 15 into 10. So for that, what we have to do, so for that, we can do like this. Here also you have to specify dollar symbol. Okay, so here we have dollar x, okay, and dollar y. So what happened by placing dollar before x and y? Now it will not take, it will not write x only. Okay, instead of x, it will show the value of x, which is 10. Okay, now let us keep this as it is. Okay, second part as it is. For product, we keep x into y as it is. Okay, so let us execute this. Okay, so if we execute this, now see the difference. See, first we have 10 plus 15 is equal to 25, because here also we put dollar sign, so it interpret the, it take the value of x, and then dollar y, here we have the value of y, so addition is 25. And in the second part we have we have only x and y, there was no dollar sign before x and y. Okay, so that's why it is showing result like this, x into y is equal to 150. Okay, now let us, instead of numerical value, suppose we have some character as a variable. Okay, so suppose we have, suppose a name. Okay, so this is our variable, and say name is a, suppose a Kapil. Okay, and then we press echo double quote, and we write my name is, okay, and then we write shift 4, that is in order to insert dollar. Okay, and then we write name. Okay, So if we save this, okay, and let us run this. Okay, it's showing error. Hmm. Friends, see here what I have made error. Instead of when you want to define variable, okay, you have to always put equal to sign, and there should be no space. Okay, so save this. Okay, and then let us run this bash file1.sh. Okay, now see here we have result. My name is, there was a dollar name, and we have uh, taken name is equal to Kapil. So instead of dollar name, it is showing Kapil. Okay. Now there is one more concept to execute this file. Okay. So say this, suppose we have, see, instead of writing bash and then the name of file, you have one more option. You can write dot, okay, and then we write forward slash, and then direct you can write the name of file. Okay, but for this you should have permission to execute the file. Okay, now first we go back to the terminal. Okay, and suppose we write dot slash and then we write file1 dot sh. Okay, now see we have here error, permission is denied. Okay, now let us check the long list for format and see we have for file1.sh. Okay, for file1.sh there is no permission of execute. Okay, so by change mode command we first change the permission. So chmod for user we want to give permission of execute. Okay, and for which file? File1 dot sh. Okay, now let us check. Now see we have, this is our file1, this is our scripting file, and we have now execute permission to user. Okay, so let us run this. Okay, file1 dot sh. So what we are doing, we are going to run same file without writing bash. Okay, so if we press enter, we have this. Okay, so I am going to use the same concept. Okay, not we are going to write every time bash. See, we have this option also. Okay, but instead of writing bash direct, we can write dot, then hash, and then the name of the file. Okay, so for next lecture, we are going to execute scripting file in this way. Okay, and when you have made file first time, always you have to give permission of execution to user. Okay, and if you do not want to give permission of execute to user, then we have this option bash. Using bash without permission you can execute the file. Okay, so that's for today's lecture. Okay, do you have any doubt, friends? Sandesh, you can stop recording.